Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Once again, today we're going to do the product review of the Steelseries Reivew 300 gaming mouse. So let's get to it. Now, this mouse is designed for a palm grip or claw grip use. Keep in mind, this is not an ambidextrous mouse. This is only made for a right-handed ergonomic design mouse. The weight is 130 grams. And also the sensor uses, which I've done a little bit more research about, is the Pixar PMW3310 optical sensor, increments from 1 to 6500. So 1000 polling rate, 0 hard acceleration, you get tracking 1 out of 1, which is, I had to say this, also with this mouse, comes with 3 different colors. Actually, one new color, actually, which is the gray one, which that's the one I wanted, but unfortunately it was unavailable yet. And plus, it was going to take a while to get it shipped out, and I want a good replacement mouse right away. So, of course, right in front of me, got the nice top, soft, black finish, rubberized. Also, I know I've read back on the reports or on the forums that people say that after use, a lot of use on the rubber side grip, it wears off. Now, the Reivew 300, you're not going to have that type of problem because they designed this rubber side grips on both of the sides from the ground up. So it's anti-sweat resistant, it won't wear it off, and also I feel like a lot more grippy with these grips. I feel more like I can grip more with this grip than the other one, which that's a plus for me also. And also, if you have a friend who has a 3D printer, you can get the model size for this and put your own name on it, like your name or gamer tag or whatever. It's up to you. Right now, I feel very, very comfortable. As you see, I palm the fuck out of my mouse. I really palm grip the mouse. I don't have no complaints with this mouse when it comes to comfort. Really, it's a really good, comfortable mouse that I felt. Yeah, I actually like this a lot more better than the Death Adder. That's in my opinion only. Everybody has a different opinion, but I'm doing in my own opinion, in my own case, that I did test a lot of time with the Razer Death Adder, and I also spend time with the Reivew, and I do like how the Reivew feels in my hand. Now, the problem I have with the original Reivew is that the original Reivew, after a hard swipe left to right, it loses tracking, that's not good for me. And that's the only gripe I have with this mouse. It loses tracking, and it gets me really upset when it loses tracking, because I really fall in love with this mouse. I really love how comfortable this mouse is. I love how the design is. It's a really good design. I really love how Steelseries done a fantastic job with this mouse, that I would recommend somebody who's a palm grip player or a claw grip player. According to Steelseries website, it's designed for claw and palm, but for me, this is feels like more palm. Now, if you do want to go with a fingertip or claw, the Reivew 100 would be another good choice also, but I'm not going to give too much credit to that mouse because, one, I don't have it and I cannot verify it. See, it's good now. I love how the increments is 50, so you have really kind of good range of variable DPIs. And so far, I love how there's no acceleration, no negative and positive acceleration. You get really good, nice consistency with this optical sensor. Now, being for a person who comes from lasers, you know, I really do love how the optical feels when I play a lot of first-person shooters. It's very consistent. I don't miss my shots. It's really like, it's a really good sensor. Now, you're a first-person shooter who really wants to be a little bit serious, optical is the way to go. Now, back to the mouse itself. Now, keep in mind, I like also it's not braided cable, because there's a problem with me with braided cables, and I will say this right now, the problem with braided cables. After a while, it wears off. Now, I can't tell you how it is right now because I've been using this type of game mouse for a while also, that most of the mouses I went, like the Zowies, I really enjoyed I don't miss the braided cable, if you know what I mean. I also love how the scroll wheel feels. They improved a lot of the scroll wheel. Also, you got 2 lighting zones. You got 16.8 million color options, so whatever color you want. And you can also set on the Steelseries Engine 3 drivers, you can set each profile for each different game. So for example, if I start playing, let's say Fallout 4, and as soon as the game launches, I can change the light of the LED or program the side buttons or the scroll wheel the way I want it for that type of game. Now also, I think, if I'm not 100% sure, but I know for a fact you cannot reprogram. The only thing you cannot reprogram is the button right here in the middle, which is your CPI chain, on the fly CPI. So it only comes with 2 stages with the CPI. So I really have no complaints with this mouse at all. I'm happy that I gave it another chance and then it gave me that issue with the tracking. The only big complaint is just losing tracking on the original Reivew. The new Reivew 300 gets rid of that problem, which I am extremely happy to say that I'm loving it, that I'm not having that problem at all. Now let's talk about the software. Steelseries Engine 3 software, there's a few softwares that I would recommend. Logitech is one of them. Also Steelseries is one of them. I love how easy for you to navigate on the drivers. Very easy to set up profiles, macros, all that stuff. And also, you can use those settings. And there's let me go back to the drivers right here for a second. Also, you can if you don't want to, you don't have to do this. You can save the settings. And let's say you make your own account on Steelseries. And let's say you go to your friend's house to use a computer. You just download the Steelseries Engine 3, you log in, boom, your settings are there, ready to go. But you don't have to do that, because most of the times, the way I got my thing set up is 400 DPI, 1000 polar rate. That's all I use. That's all I care. Now, I'm going to show you guys a video. We're going to do a little bit more test, and I'm going to give you my final thoughts. So, please be patient. As you see, we're doing the testing to see if we lose tracking with the Steelseries Reivew 300. As you see, so far so good, no problems at all, which I am pretty happy about it. So let's get back to the review. So okay, let's get right to it. What do I think about this mouse? If this mouse is worth it, is it worth my money to spend? If you're a palm grip player and you have the original Reivew and you want to upgrade just to have improved grips, improved sensor, I would say yes, it is worth it. It's not that expensive either. You can get it for $60. You can even go on Amazon and get it a little bit cheaper, or Newegg a little bit more cheaper. You know, you could probably even get it for $54, and would not be it would be kind of worth it if you're having that type of problem with. The only main reason I would say it was worth it is, one, if you're tired of the rubber side grips, which is this, on your mouse that wears off, or you're having the problem that I'm having, that after a while the sensor loses tracking, then it's worth it to go with the Reivew 300, because you're not going to see that problem at all. And I literally swiped the fuck out of this, like literally going crazy. It looked like if my arm had a seizure, it was going like this. And I still cannot get this mouse to lose tracking, which that is a huge plus right there in my opinion. Also, what I love about this mouse, I forgot to mention on the review, on the beginning of the video, is I love the switches of Steelseries. I love the Steelseries switches on the left click and right click. They are one of my favorite switches when it comes to gaming mouses. Scroll wheel is not there with it, but I really hardly don't use the scroll wheel, but I love the switches, so that's also a plus. If I have to give a number 10 out of 10, I'll give it 10 out of 10. Just understand, this is my opinion, what type of good experience I have with this mouse. Bear in mind, probably you might have not the same good experience. It might not feel right in your hand, but if you're that type of person who loves to palm grip their mouse and you have the Reivew, you cannot go wrong with this bad boy, because I extremely recommend it for first-person shooters or anything you play. MOBA, well, I don't know about MMO, Well, probably, who knows? You're more of a keyboard person and just use the mouse to move around. But I also, I will use this mouse when it comes to RTS, first person shooters, which I play that thing like religion. But honestly, guys, recommend it. It's worth it. I would say get it and enjoy this video. I hope you guys find this video very helpful. Remember, comment, subscribe, please be safe. Merry Christmas. Have a safe holiday. Be safe, guys. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel once again. And good night and goodbye. Thank you.